Hey everybody, welcome back to Row Country. Today I am super excited to be answering a DIY challenge hosted by Heidi Somball over at the channel Happily Thriving Heidi. I will have a link to her channel and also the playlist in my description box below. Be sure to check out everybody's contributions. Mine is this Dollar Tree Walmart Spring 2020 DIY Farmhouse Natural Lavender Heart Wreath. So you'll want a heart wreath form. I picked mine up at the Dollar Tree. You'll want some burlap ribbon. I'm going to use the one that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby, but use the Dollar Tree if you have it. It's great stuff. Also, they have these beautiful purple flowers at the Dollar Tree this season, and I almost decided to go with those, but at the last minute I saw this Lavender Bunch at Walmart for $3 per bunch, and you get about 18 or 19 stems per bunch, so the price is comparable and they are beautiful. They look so natural. Also, I'm using my glue gun and some glue sticks. So we'll go ahead and get started by removing the tag, of course, off of the wreath form. And again, I'm using this wide burlap ribbon from Hobby Lobby that I got on clearance after fall, and I'm just turning over the form so that it's upside down. I'm sliding the burlap ribbon underneath, and I have folded it in half. I did that because I really want coverage with this burlap. I don't necessarily want any of the green form showing from below or through it. And then I just used a little bit of hot glue to tack that down to get it started. Now I'm wrapping this so that the edge will show on this wrap. Now if you don't want that, you would actually flip the ribbon towards you the other way, and you would have wrapped and you would have that finished edge, but that's not what I was going for. I really like this rustic look on this wreath when it's wrapped, and you'll see what I mean here in just a moment. But so you want to just start to come up the wreath, wrap it a little bit, and then every once in a while go ahead and put down just a little bit of hot glue to keep everything down, just to tack it down just a little bit. And you'll just continue to wrap all the way around the wreath form until it looks like this. And for me, this is a country burlap wreath, you know, form. You could hang that up just like that, I think, and that would be fine. But I didn't. I picked up this beautiful lavender from Walmart. Guys, this is so realistic looking, and it really is the reason I decided to do this. This is going to be a focal point of my spring coffee bar this season, and truly I wanted something that looked really natural, something that if I were to actually have lavender growing in my yard, you know, that maybe this would be something that I would go out and harvest from my own lavender bunch and then put on a wreath. And so, you know, it's not going to be super full or anything like that. I am not a great gardener, and so this is why I opted to go the way that I did. Now, if you want to make yours more full, definitely do that. 2 bunches, you know, are $6, and I didn't even use one full bunch. Now, to lay these down, I'm just going to start with one piece, and I'm going to make sort of a V in this stem, and I'm going to sort of, you know, follow the natural bend in this wreath form. Now when I glue this down, I'm just going to glue the little stem down at the bottom. I'm going to leave the rest of it unglued, and the reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to manipulate these as I start to fill in the wreath. I'm starting the second piece sort of perpendicular and across from the first piece so that they sort of match up. I like things, you know, with symmetry, and that's why I'm doing that. If you're looking for a more natural random look, that would look great too. I know it would. And just keep doing that. You'll want to go ahead and make a V and follow the shape of this wreath form. Now, if you opt to go all the way around the wreath and have some of the purple flowers at the bottom, that would look beautiful too. But for me, I really believed that less was more in terms of this wreath for my coffee bar space. And also it would look more realistic, because I know that if I were actually growing lavender in my yard this year, I probably wouldn't get this harvest that I'm able to put on here. So this is how this is going to turn out. You just want to keep filling this in as best as you can, gluing down sparsely at first, and then you'll see how we gather everything together, make it a little more compact, and we'll wrap it with some twine. This is definitely one of those projects where it would be good to turn on a YouTube video and sit in front of the TV and sort of get everything put together. It does take a little bit of manipulating and removing pieces, adding pieces back, all of that. And that's why I recommend not gluing anything down until you're sure of the placement, and then when you do glue it down, you put just a tiny bit of hot glue. That way you still have the ability to move these flowers around as you fill in this space. It is so worth it, and I'm telling you guys, just stick with it. Don't get frustrated with it. It's just one of these things that all of a sudden it comes together and it just looks so pretty. I'm really loving how this is coming together. This is one of those projects where when you start it, you're just sort of not sure exactly how it's going to turn out, but these flowers are just so pretty and they look so natural. And honestly, I was so pleased as this continued to go at how full it looked and how natural it looks, and I'm just in love with it. Seriously, I can't wait to redo my coffee bar. Listen, I wanted to take a moment just to say hey to my returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for coming back and watching one of my videos today. I super appreciate your support so much. If you're new here, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button and becoming a member of the Row Country family here on YouTube? I would sure love to have you. I'm getting super close to my 1,000 subscriber number, and I would love for you guys to help me meet that goal, seriously. And speaking of subscribers, I want to also shout out Heidi again and just say congratulations to Heidi on her 50,000 subscribers. That is so amazing. I am in awe, and seriously, it's just a great thing that she's done for us small YouTubers to even put out a challenge like she has, and I'm super glad to be, participating today. So as I said, we were going to go ahead and bring in some twine. And the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted, again, this to really have a rustic farmhouse country look. And to me, twine does this for this wreath. It does a couple things. It brings everything together a little more compact on the top of the wreath form itself. And it also reminds me of really how a wreath like this would be put together at a farmer's market. So that's why I decided to do this. And I just picked random spots throughout this wreath where I felt that the flower stems would look best pulled together nice and tight. So as you work your way around the wreath form itself with the twine, I just want to mention that you'll want to pull some of the flower heads away out of the way so that you can wrap and then go ahead and put that flower stem head back on top or sort of over the twine. You'll see here what I'm talking about in a minute. You don't really want to tie down the actual flower part so much. You do want to leave some hanging over. And again, you just want to make it look as natural as possible. When you're done, flip it over, add some hot glue, and then go ahead and snip it off. And you'll continue to wrap. And this is what mine looked like until I decided I was going to go one step further. And I actually added some more twine down at the bottom peak. I feel like it could have gone either way for me, but I felt like in the end, I really felt like if I were at a farmer's market, I probably would have found something similar to what my final result was versus leaving the bottom stems unwrapped. And so just to hang this, we're going to flip it over. It's so pretty, guys. Come on, spring, get here already, because I need to put my coffee bar together really quick, right? Okay, so like I said, we'll finish wrapping it around, and then all we're going to do is put a simple twine loop on the back right there so that it will hang straight. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It'll hang straight, so it'll be where that part just sort of comes together, the heart. And that's how I'm going to wrap it. I'm not going to put the loop up. I'm going to sort of leave it so that it's just exactly the size of the wreath form itself, so that when I do hang it, there's not a lot of twine showing. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It would mean everything to me, and it does help my channel. This has been my Dollar Tree DIY Walmart Spring 2020 DIY Farmhouse Natural Lavender Heart Wreath. Listen, while you're here, why don't you go ahead and watch another video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye!